Let's get into the news. There's quite a bit to get through. It's just 12 days to go until Australia Day. And I think, Caleb and Liz, for the first time in a long time, there's genuine excitement about this year's Australia Day. The IPA put out a survey just the other day saying 69% of Australians are very happy that we celebrate our day on January 26. That's up 6% on last year. Peter Dutton, sensing the momentum, has said that if elected, he will compel councils to hold citizenship ceremonies on January 26. And of course, Woolworths famously backflipped, not acknowledging Australia Day last year, but this year promising to sell Australian merchandise after a boycott really rocked them in 2024. So there's genuine excitement, but I tell you who's not excited about Australia Day, and that's the Australia Day Council of South Australia, which is kind of odd since they're the ones charged with organising the thing. But have a look at what they've organised and what they're promoting for our National Day of Celebration. They're advertising for January 26 to begin with a, quote, Mourning of Mourning, a smoking ceremony at 7:30 a.m. on January the 26th, at which we can all express sorrow that Australia was ever founded. Now, this event, which doesn't exactly get our National Day off on a good vibe, is sponsored by the South Australian State Government. It's sponsored by the Adelaide City Council. And, of course, it's organised by the Australia Day Council of South Australia. They were established in 1981 to promote pride and to promote enthusiasm around Australian identity and culture. I'm not sure how a morning of sorrow promotes pride in Australia on our National Day. Now, Caleb and Liz, I get that there are things that happened during colonisation that we all wish did not happen, but we've got Sorry Day, we've got Reconciliation Week, we've got NAIDOC Week, we've got half a dozen other days where we lament that things weren't done as well as we wish they had been done. Could we not just have our National Day of Celebration as a day of celebration, just one day where we celebrate the fact that our country is a miracle? In 200 years, we've built one of the greatest countries in the world. Could we not just celebrate that, Caleb, without starting with a morning of mourning?
And this is the thing, right? I mean, there is no reason that, you know, amongst all the other celebrations and events that are done on Australia Day, that you couldn't have a smoking ceremony somewhere to say, OK, well, this is what Australia was once like and this is what Australia is now like. They have to say it's a morning of mourning because, of course, you mourn what was there previously, as though the thing that replaced it is a bad thing. That is the point. And how can you possibly be the Australia Day Council and then take the day that you are charged with celebrating and saying, well, now we need to crap all over it and say, well, actually, Australia's bad because colonisation happened and we must mourn what has happened previously.
They should just disband.
I know. Like, what is the point?
Rename themselves.
What is the point? What is the point?